Hey, what's up, everybody? It's your boy Taz, and of course, you are listening to In the Spotlight podcast. First of all, thank you guys so much for continuing to come back and check out what we're doing. If you haven't done already, please do me a favor. Whatever platform you are listening to or watching us on, follow right now. It's somewhere down there. That part. Before we get into today's story, let me give a shout out to my podcast wife, the newly coming onto the microphone, Miss Felicia Camberly Rose. I'm excited to have her on the show by my side. We about to go there. You probably saw a previous episode where she was a guest. The chemistry was ridiculous, and even outside of podcasting, she's just a dope person. So I can't wait to have the beautiful Miss Felicia Camberly Rose on the show to kick it with your boy. So let's get into today's segment. We turn to a dramatic update involving R&B artist R. Kelly. Previously celebrated singer had a health scare while incarcerated in a Chicago prison. As per reports confirmed by U.S. Weekly, R. Kelly was rushed to a hospital after dealing with dizziness and losing consciousness. His lawyer, Bo Brentley, asserts that it was due to an overdose of medication supposedly administered by prison staff. Even more concerning, the doctors found blood clots in both his legs and lungs during the hospital stay, which called for a week-long hospitalization and surgery. However, in a twist, the Bureau of Prisons removed Kelly from the hospital before the surgeries could take place, a move his lawyer described as dangerously neglectful. While R. Kelly legal battles continue with an attempt to move him to home detention being blocked by the prison prosecutors, his claims of mistreatment and endangerment while prisons adds another layer to this intense saga. Entirely, the allegations are compounded by claims of a plot against his life orchestrated by prison staff, with the terminally ill inmate Michael Glenn Stein allegedly ordered to execute Kelly, an allegation the government has denied. This is absolutely a developing story. We'll do what we can to keep you guys up to date with everything that's going on. I'ma say this. Number one, no, we don't choose to support mistreatment of R. Kelly if indeed these clots are there. If you know me, I'm gonna say prayers. I don't wish bad on nobody in that matter. But I also know in previous weeks, they actually have been trying to call for a mistrial due to testimonies or something like that. But I remember living in Lake Charles, Louisiana. I'm not gonna say what radio station I was at, but I remember watching these tapes as a kid. I'm sorry, probably shouldn't even say that. But I remember watching these tapes as a kid, so I can't necessarily say he's not guilty. No, you're guilty. Because I saw it, the world saw it. I mean, we saw this in, I'm not gonna say HD, but it was probably 1080p. We saw the tapes, so yeah, what was done was done. I will say this though, if your life is being threatened, and just as any other inmate that has done something wrong, I don't think your level of celebrity due to what you've done should call for them to ignore. If it's a health risk or a health endangerment because someone's plotting to literally take you out, to unalive you, yeah, move him to a safer place, but just keep him in jail. If the hospital actually did let him go, or no, I'm sorry, not the hospital, if the Board of Prisons removed him from the hospital before the surgeries could take place, if in fact that did happen, what happens if the blood clots move up into parts of the body that does unalive him? Who takes the blame, or does anyone take the blame at all? Again, this is a developing story, and we will do what we can to keep you updated on what's going on with Mr. Robert Kelly. So thank you guys absolutely for sticking around for that. But let's chat for a minute. So I am in a situation where I'm learning how to be still. Let me say it again. I'm in a situation where I'm learning how to be still and not to react to everything that I would normally react to. You say, well, why are you sharing this? Because I used to react to crazy, like whenever people didn't show up, whenever people didn't do what they said that they were going to do, or whenever it just seemed like one nobody paying attention, I would react and would be angered by the fact that it seemed like nobody cares about your boy. Well, just recently, I'm learning that sometimes God will cause people who we feel should show up not to show up, because as long as other people show up and do what we should depend on God for, we'll never have a reason to go to God for that. I was watching a video this morning on Instagram. I'll try to find it and tag it, or actually include it in this broadcast. It was a video with Tyler Perry and I want to say Oprah, where he was talking about understanding where people are, so that what they do, you understand that this is what they do, and not putting the expectation upon them to do more. You guys know I've shared my story many times. I have people who I placed an expectation because of who they said they were to me, or because what they said they were going to do for me, where in fact, when I needed them to be that or do that, that's exactly what I heard. Nothing at all. So I had to understand in myself that everybody that I want to show up for me, or everybody who say that they want to show up for me, if they don't, it's not because they don't want to. Sometimes they're just not equipped to mentally. We can't expect unhealed people to do stuff that we would expect a healed person to do. Some people deal with a lot of different demons, a lot of different unhealed issues that we, if not handled the right way, it stagnalized them, if that's a real word. Y'all don't say nothing about that word. But it'll leave them stagnant, because it's like, I want to be this person, but because I have this undealt with situation, I'm unable to. So, take expectations off of people now. But that's where I am now. I've gotten to the point to where I can love you, but I don't have to be crazy enough to just let you back in and let you hurt me again. Because the expectation that I have on you now is based off of who you showed me that you are for X amount of time. So I absolutely appreciate you guys. I want to give a shout out to let's talk about another show that I look at on YouTube a lot. I want to give him a shout out, so that you guys can, if you are not already following him, you can absolutely do so. I want to get the name of the show though. PT Point of View. I think that's it. Yeah, I need you guys to do me a favor. I'm going to do a picture of the page on YouTube, but it's PT's Point of View. I've been knowing PT for a very long time. He's hella funny, super credible, and he likes to get you together. But I need to check out his show. Of course, when they come down to Spotlight Media Group or Spotlight Podcast Network, check out Sports Therapy with Willie Beeman, Montez, and JJ. Of course, on the spiritual side, you can check out Walking Through the Word with Bishop Sherman C.G. Allen. Also, we're working on Put It in Practice with Dr. Otanya Allen, and it's a lot going on. We're excited to have all of these people trusting us with their brand, and we want you to do a favor, and we want you to do us a favor and follow. It's your boy Taz. This has been In the Spotlight for just a moment. Hey, Felicia, can't wait to see you. Let's go.